I never imagined I'd be the kind of person to spill my guts to strangers on Reddit, but here I am, lost and desperate. 5 months ago, my world crumbled when I found out my girlfriend of 7 years had cheated on me with her coworker, someone she called a friend for the past 2 years. As soon as it happened, she came clean and confessed everything. But knowing didn't help. It dragged me into this dark, endless pit of depression, and instead of comforting me, she blamed me for everything she thought I lacked as a boyfriend. For context, I'm 24, trying to juggle my master's degree in a foreign country, while she's 25, working back home. I left everything, my classes, my dreams, my future, to fly back and try to fix things. I took a month off from university, hoping that somehow we could mend the broken pieces of us. And for a moment, it felt like maybe we could. But when I returned to my studies, the reality of what she did never stopped haunting me. I couldn't forgive, couldn't forget. By August, I decided we needed to break up for both our sakes. I thought maybe it would hurt less if we ended things now rather than dragging it out and hurting each other more. But she begged me to stay. She took back all the accusations she threw at me, saying it was her anger and guilt talking, not her heart. I wanted to leave on good terms, but then, during one of our countless exhausting conversations, she let something slip, a tiny, seemingly insignificant detail that sent me spiraling back through our old chats. That's when I found it. The detail she never told me, the one that changed everything I thought I knew. It ripped my heart out all over again, and this time, there was no salvaging anything. I told her to leave my life, no more begging, no more lies. She's still pleading, still asking for forgiveness, but I told her to say her final piece because after that, I'm blocking her for good. Since then, I've been drowning in this relentless depression. My health is a mess, my mind feels like it's cracking, and my future? It's a blur of missed opportunities and shattered dreams. I'm in the middle of semester exams, and I haven't touched a single book. I'm failing classes I can't afford to fail. I've got student loans, responsibilities, and now, no sense of direction. I'm supposed to be building a life, but all I feel like is a burden, dragging my misery wherever I go. She was my everything. We built dreams together. We were going to get married, start a family once I finished school. And now, all of that is gone. I can't even see tomorrow, let alone any kind of future. The exams in 2 days feel like the least of my worries, but failing them means another nail in my coffin. I don't know if I have anything left to give. I can't afford therapy. I don't have the kind of friends who can carry this weight with me forever. I feel so alone, so trapped, and all I can think about is how much easier it would be to just end it all. At least then, my family wouldn't have to watch me crash and burn any longer. I'm not here for empty promises or to hear that it gets better. I need to know if this pain ever ends. Will things ever feel normal again? Because right now, I'm on the edge, and I need the truth, even if it's harsh. If there's no way out of this, if this is all there is, then maybe ending it is the only thing left to do. So, to anyone who's been where I am, does it ever get better? Or is this it? I keep replaying every moment in my head, trying to pinpoint the exact second everything went wrong, as if knowing would somehow change the outcome. I can't help but think that maybe I should have seen it coming, maybe there were signs I ignored, red flags I brushed off because I was too blinded by love, too invested in the idea of us. I sacrificed so much for her, for this relationship, and now all I'm left with is the empty shell of what used to be. The betrayal has stained every good memory, every sweet moment, and now they feel like lies, like illusions of a life I thought was mine. I can't even look at myself in the mirror without feeling disgusted. I've become a stranger, a failure, someone I never wanted to be. And all those accusations she hurled at me, those cruel, cutting words about how I wasn't enough, play on a loop in my mind. I thought love was supposed to be unconditional, but it feels like everything was just a transaction, a ledger of my shortcomings that she tallied up before she cheated. Was I really that awful? Was I so blind to my own flaws that I didn't see I was driving her away? It's a crushing weight on my chest that I can't shake off. Every morning, I wake up hoping it was all a bad dream, that I'll check my phone and she'll be the same girl I fell in love with, the one who swore she'd never hurt me. But instead, I wake up to this unbearable reality where the person I trusted most in the world was the one who tore me apart. And no matter how hard I try, I can't claw my way out of this darkness. I've tried drowning myself in my studies, throwing myself into anything that could distract me, but nothing sticks. The textbooks feel like meaningless pages, and the words blur together like my shattered thoughts. My professors are starting to notice I'm slipping, missing deadlines, and falling behind in ways that terrify me. I can't afford to fail, not with everything riding on this degree. But I can't focus, can't care. My whole life feels like it's spiraling out of control, and I don't know how to stop it. I've lost my appetite, lost sleep, lost myself. Some nights, I just lie there staring at the ceiling, wondering if this pain will ever dull, or if I'll carry it forever like a scar that never quite heals. I'm haunted by what-ifs and should-haves, replaying our last conversations, her desperate apologies, and the anger in my voice as I told her to leave. I can't tell if I miss her or the version of her I thought was real, the one I wanted to build a future with, not this stranger who ripped my heart out. I feel so utterly alone. I'm surrounded by people who care, but none of them can reach me where I am. I've tried talking, tried letting it out, but every time I do, it just feels like I'm bleeding all over again, reopening the wound that's barely scabbed over. And no one knows what to say anymore. I can see the worry in their eyes, the frustration of wanting to help but not knowing how. And I hate that I'm putting them through this, hate that I've become a burden even to the people who still care. I'm tired of explaining, tired of feeling like this sad, broken version of myself that I don't recognize. And the worst part is, there's this voice in my head whispering that maybe I deserve this. That maybe this is the price I pay for not being enough, for failing at everything I thought I was good at, my relationship, my studies, my life. It's like I'm trapped in this endless cycle of guilt and shame, and no matter how much I scream inside, I can't silence it. I can't find the strength to get up, to try again, to believe that there's something worth fighting for on the other side of all this. So, here I am, putting it all out there, hoping someone will tell me it gets better, even if I can't see how right now. I want to believe that someday I'll look back on this and see it as just a chapter, not the end of the story. But right now, it feels like every door is closed, every path leads to the same suffocating emptiness. And I'm running out of reasons to keep going. I need to know if there's a way through this pain, or if this is just what life is now, a constant ache, a relentless reminder of everything I lost and everything I'll never have. Please, if you've been through this, tell me the truth. Does it ever really get better? Or am I just fooling myself into thinking there's a light at the end of this tunnel when all I can see is darkness? I don't need comforting lies. I need to know if there's anything left to hope for. Because if not, I don't know how much longer I can keep pretending I'm okay when every day feels like a battle I'm losing.